Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting to order. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we're in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. My name is Lynn Nesbitt and I'm chairing the meeting this morning. To my left is Neil Harden and to his left is Brent McIntyre. Our secretary today is Michelle Meehan and our assessor is Merrick Froelich. We'll be hearing applications for revision of the assessment rule in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that applicants or the assessor make at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the matters to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the other applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. Thank you. So, Mr. Froelich, I understand that you're coming with several recommendations today. Oh, okay, that's okay. Of course.
No
I
worries.
would have stopped you before. I know. Yes, swear you. Thank you.
Oh, right. So I don't touch the Bible.
You want a phone? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Can you state your full name, please?
Merrick Froelich.
Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give at this hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That is true.
Thank you.
Okay, back to what I was saying. We have several items on the docket. You're coming with several recommendations
Yep.
on them, so perhaps we'll just go through them. You can just read us the information about each one, the value, your recommendation, and we'll go from there.
Of course. And just for the record, there's been communication with regards to the applicant and the visa.
Thank you.
And she has all the information on file, and I shared that information with Michelle yesterday as well, so she's aware of it as well.
Okay, thank you.
First property we're dealing with is 638 Raleigh.
Yes.
Okay. Just confirming. File number is 195801. Business ID number is 337. The original ARV value was $864,420, using a total area of 148,360 square feet, with an overall ARV per square foot of $5.83. This is an owner-occupied building. I'd like to make a recommendation using a base rent of $325 per square foot. You can see the occupancy's cost listed there, with a total occupancy cost of $300,651 to come up with a total value of $782,820. So my recommendation is to reduce the value to $782,820 based on the $15,1 signed for the 2020 realty. On the next page, you can see some comparable rents that we've had
Okay.
that we use for your information as well.
Thank you. Members of the panel have any questions? No? Okay, thank you. 404 Egas. I don't know how to say that. Egas?
Yeah, you guys.
Okay.
I know it's a bit of paid transit. The buses for the layover spot for the number 16 Selkirk is the
Okay.
is there. File number is 195797 for the 2020 roll year. Business ID number is 19589. The initial ARV value was $721,800, using a square foot area of 113,794, and a total ARV, including occupancy costs, at $6.34. This property is owner occupied, and the agreed ARV per square foot is $4. You can see the occupancy cost listed as above, and the total occupancy cost is $242,730. And with the base RV of $455,176, the rounded value is $697,920. This value is based on the 2020 recommendation that was made at the Realty Board.
Thank you. Do my colleagues have any questions?
No questions.
Thank you. 639 Goldsby Street, please.
File number is 19-5800. Business ID number is 508. The initial ARV value was $601,860, utilizing 98,699 square feet, with a total ARV per square foot at $6.10, including occupancy costs. This property is owner occupied, and the agreed upon rent that we're using for the recommendation is $3.25 to come up with a base ARV of $320,772. Adding total occupancy cost of $226,795. The new rounded value is $547,560, and that value is based on the rent that was used for the 15-1 on the 2020 year appeal.
Thank you. Do my colleagues have any questions?
No questions.
I have all the supporting documentation here as well if you require it.
Just checking to make sure they're all visible.
Yeah, I did that on the first one.
Okay.
Well, I ran it through the system, but you never know, right?
601 Moray Street.
Yes, for sure. What's interesting about this property here is the other property with 601 Moray is also 680 Moray. It's just two different business unit numbers. File number is 19-5821. Business ID number is 4519. And we have a total ARV value of $527,580. The total premise area of this business unit is 78,627. And the overall ARV per square foot, utilizing occupancy cost, is $6.71. This property is owner occupied, and we agreed upon a base rent of $3. You can see all the occupancy costs listed there. The total is $165,903, and the total ARV value is $401,760. And that's matching the 2020 15-1 realty that was signed. The entire building is 401,760 square feet. And so you may look at this and wonder why there's such a huge cut for this, but it's whatever. When you have different areas, you have different market rents, and this is a blended rent. So if you look at the other property that was withdrawn on this, because that rent was overall higher, so that's why the cut's so significant on this one.
Thank you for that explanation. My colleagues have any questions?
Nope. No questions.
Thank you. 550 Messier Street, please.
The applicant and I had a significant discussion of this property, and I'll explain to you that later. File number is 19-5809. Business ID number is 3046. Total ARV is 412,200. Total area is 74,556 square feet. And the total ARV for this property, including occupancy cost, is $5.53. As you're looking at the different PIDs that we have for this business unit, you'll notice how we have three different units there. They range in size of 52,030 square feet, 12,251 square feet, and 10,275 square feet. You can see the middle one at $1.75. That's essentially an outside storage area. That's unheated, which is why it doesn't have any occupancy costs with regards to it. And you can see the two other properties that are listed there at $4.40 and rents of $4.50. As we go through the process, the total occupancy costs, I don't have a total here, but it's approximately $90,000 or just under $90,000. And the total ARV for this property is $387,240. Based on the analysis that was done and the recommendation that I had with the applicant, we're asking for the confirmation to be confirmed at $412,200.
Okay,
There was acceptance from the applicant that he was going to confirm this value,
okay.
and I have that in documentation on the emails that I had sent with Michelle.
412, 2,000?
200. 400. Oh, pardon me. It was 412,200. I apologize.
387, right?
You know what? But the point is, I'm asking for it to be. You know what? Leave it at the. Michelle, was it 387 or was it the 412?
412.
Okay. So in the communication that I had with Ayrton, it was 412,200 because in the analysis that we had done, and we were missing 4,000 square feet out here. So without doing the calculations and everything like that, I asked for the value to be confirmed, and Michelle has that on email. So,
Okay.
which is why it's 412,200. As you can see, I could actually provide this for information, but it's essentially what I had sent to Ayrton with regards to our
You've
analysis.
indicated that that's the case, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so can you just explain this 387? What is that?
Oh. Well, because what had happened is that we had this property under assessed.
Okay,
And when I went through the numbers and I did my analysis just to fix it up, I had realized we were understating the area by 4,000 square
okay,
feet.
so it's an
So,
error.
so
then
it's
in
an
this.
error here,
Okay.
because there's actually, like in fairness, there's 4,000 square feet missing that are in two different pits, which is why I asked the value of the 412,200 to be confirmed.
Anybody have any questions about that?
Oh, that was my only question.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, but it was, like I said, there was a lot of work and research done to this property, so.
And you have documentation with Ayrton that it
That
is
he had
accepted.
confirmed it, that I forwarded to both Michelle and Lisa.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess that concludes our meeting today. Thank you very much,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Froelich.